If you think border officers are just making friendly small talk, you are dead wrong. Today I am exposing the 10 hidden psychological traps they use to secretly test your story, and the exact no BS cheat codes you need to beat the system before one wrong word gets you dragged into a back room and slapped with a 5-year travel ban. It always starts with the exact same opener. May I see your passport? Here is the hard truth you need to understand right now. This is not a standard document check. It is a baseline stress test. The trap here is letting the invisible pressure get to you. Picture it. You start fumbling through your backpack. Papers are falling out. You nervously laugh and your voice cracks as you say, "Yeah, hold on just a second, man." Boom, in that one instant. You look completely clueless and your innocent stress is permanently logged as pure suspicion. Why do they do this? Because the system wants you to crack. Officers are literally trained by behavioral psychologists to spot micro-hesitations. They want to see how you move, how long you hold eye contact, and if you act like someone who has a dark secret. Your insider cheat code is to keep your passport in your actual hand, not buried in your bag, and definitely not deep in your jacket pocket. When they ask, hand it over smoothly and confidently. Say, "Here you go." No extra words. No weird jokes. In this game, calm equals innocent. Once you hand that over, they hit you with the timeline test. How long do you intend to stay? The shift here is realizing they absolutely do not care about your fun vacation itinerary. They are silently measuring how believable your timeline sounds. The trap is the nervous ramble. You get anxious and say, "Well, I am here for maybe 2 weeks, but if my friend gets time off work, we might do 10 days, or I might change my flight." Stop right there. You just bought yourself a one-way ticket to a secondary interrogation. The insider matrix behind this is simple. Governments track visa overstayers like absolute hawks. It is all about algorithmic pattern detection. If you sound uncertain about when you are leaving, you fit the exact psychological profile of someone secretly planning to illegally live in their country. The smart person strategy: keep it bulletproof. Give a single, unshakable number: 10 days. 1 week, that is it. In the airport, confidence completely beats detail. Next, they are going to ask, what is the purpose of your visit? This is where things get real. The harsh reality is that the officer likely already knows your purpose before you even open your mouth. The trap is treating this line like you are a guest on a podcast. If you say, "Oh, I am just visiting some friends to see if I want to move here," and they reply, "Where did you meet them?" Suddenly, you are trapped in a web of your own making, sweating bullets trying to backtrack. Why the mind games? Massive corporate and government data sharing. Your flight pattern, your visa type, and the hotel linked to your credit card are already glowing on the screen right in front of them. They aren't asking to learn. They are testing to see if your verbal words match their digital data. Stick to the big 3 safe categories: tourism, business, or education. If you are a tourist, say vacation. If you are studying, say a 1-month English program. No fluff, no massive life stories. Match their data and they will wave you right through. Then they pivot to your wallet. What do you do for work? Listen to me, they aren't trying to network with you. They are actively checking to see if you are broke. If you are unemployed or between jobs, the absolute worst thing you can do is over-explain. Saying something like, "I just quit my job, but I am hoping to find something soon," sends massive red flags going off everywhere. You are practically begging them to deny your entry. It is profiling by pure logic. The system assumes that if you have a solid job back home, you have roots, meaning you will actually leave. If you don't have a job, you are viewed as a major flight risk who might try to work under the table. Your action hack is to answer with absolute authority. "I am a marketing manager." If you are currently unemployed, reframe it to sound like you have massive leverage. Say, "I just wrapped up a contract in accounting and I am taking a scheduled vacation before my next role." You instantly sound like you are in control, not drifting. And then they casually ask, "Are you traveling alone?" Make no mistake, this is not friendly small talk. This is a brutal consistency check. The trap is getting caught in a lie or rambling about your travel buddy saying, "Well, my friend is on another flight. We met back in college, but we booked separate airlines," is a disaster. Every single extra word you give them is an open invitation for a massive headache. The game is rigged because they have already crossed matched your digital trail. They know exactly who booked the seat next to you and who checked in at the exact same kiosk. They just want to see if you will lie to their face. Keep it incredibly dry solo. Yes, I am alone, with someone. I am traveling with my sister. No names, no backstories. Drop the answer and instantly shut your mouth. That leads right into the ultimate threat assessment. Do you have any family here? The officer will usually lean in and ask this with a friendly smile. Do not fall for it. The trap here is freezing up because you think having family makes you look like an immigration risk, so you panic and say no. When they find out you lied, and they absolutely will, you are getting banned. The government knows that travelers with local family have a safety net, making it way easier for them to disappear and overstay their visa. They aren't actually judging your answer. They are watching your pupils dilate and your body stiffen to see if you are hiding something. The fix is deadpan honesty without handing over your family tree. If no, say, no, I don't. If yes, say, yes, my cousin lives in Chicago. End of sentence. Do not offer up their phone numbers or home addresses unless specifically asked. Next up is a straight-up trick question. Have you ever been here before? Your entire international travel record is literally sitting on their monitor. The trap is trying to be super casual and saying, nope, first time, while completely forgetting that 12-hour layover you had in their country 4 years ago. Congratulations. You just flagged yourself as a liar in the federal system. Returning travelers who previously violated rules are automatically red flagged. The algorithm uses this question as a silent background check. They want to see if your memory matches their unblinking database. Treat this like a mirror test. Look them dead in the eye and match the database. Yes, I was here 2 years ago for business. Don't launch into a whole story about the local food you ate. Calmly state the fact and move on. Then comes the ultimate catch, all trap that ruins more trips than any other. Do you have anything to declare? Here, honesty isn't optional. It is the entire game. The trap is when you have some expensive jewelry, $5,000 in cash, or some weird snacks in your bag, and you panic and say no. They spot you looking down for a split second, hit a button, and suddenly you are getting your underwear ripped out of your suitcase in a random bag search. The system loves catching undeclared goods because it justifies their budget. It leads to confiscated items, massive fines, and puts a permanent black mark on your passport. They want you to try and play games. Never, ever play games with customs. They will always win. If you have nothing, say a firm, no, I don't. If you do have something, be aggressively upfront. Yes, I have some commercial samples to declare. Honesty clears you faster than any BS excuse ever will. You are almost through, but then they ask the precision test. Where will you be staying? By now they have heard your story. This is where they decide if the math actually adds up. The trap is looking up at the ceiling and saying, somewhere near downtown, I think it is called the Grand Something. You just went from a confident traveler to a massive security risk. Think about the corporate machine behind the desk. Your e-visa or arrival card already has your listed accommodation perfectly documented. Nothing unnerves a border cop more than a traveler who doesn't even know where they are sleeping tonight. Memorize your exact plans. You don't need the zip code, but you need the name. I am staying at the Pacific Hotel in Manhattan, or with my cousin in Toronto. Smooth, simple, and entirely in control. Finally, the ultimate boss battle. Can I see your return ticket? If you fail this, you are not getting into the country. The trap is frantically swiping through your phone, praying for the garbage airport Wi-Fi to connect, so you can load your email receipt. You hold up the line, you are sweating. You look like a total disaster. Every country on earth uses this to spot illegal immigrants. If you don't have hard proof that you are leaving, their system defaults to assuming you are going to drain their local resources forever. The absolute game, Changer Pro tip, is to have a physical paper printout of your return flight, or a clear offline screenshot pulled up on your phone before you even get in the line. Hand it over instantly and say, flying out on the 22nd. Boom. You just proved you are not a threat. The game is completely rigged against the unprepared, but now you have the ultimate playbook. Border control isn't really about what you say. It is about the energy you project. Calm confidence is your true passport. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these toxic border traps surprised you the most or almost caught you slipping in the past? Let me know down in the comments right now because I am going through and reading all of them today. If this insider guide just saved you from a 5-hour interrogation and losing money on a ruined trip, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Because next week, I am pulling back the curtain on what really happens when you get randomly selected for the dreaded secondary screening room. It is absolutely not what you think. And it is the one video every traveler needs to see before their next flight. Stay sharp, travel safe, and I will see you in the next one.